blows my mind. If you don't remember anything else I say tonight, remember this. Vision is the womb of the mind.
Yes, sir.
You're not going to give birth to anything supernaturally if you can't see it. You've got to get a vision of it. You've got to see it. There's no mystery about it. You just have to perceive it and grasp it and see it, and you give birth to it. Now you understand that God delights in setting the stage where things are impossible or improbable. He loves to walk into stuff and turn around and say, I'm going to do this, and this. And your mouth drops open and hits the jaw and says, that's impossible. That just can't happen. Well, it's because it's impossible to our human reasoning. You see, that is the danger. We are living in a generation, even with Pentecostal people, where intellect is stronger than faith. You got to go past your intellect. You see, you're given 5 senses, and your 5 senses are 5 laboratory assistants that help you make judgments and interact in the world. You know, taste and see and hear and smell. You got touch. Those are yours. But when it comes to spiritual things, you need a 6th sense. And the 6th sense is faith. And that's why when you explain things to people who are highly educated or very intellectual, they find it very hard to grab a hold of that because, you see, watch, your intellect and your secular knowledge, your fleshly knowledge will take you to the edge and the precipice of the cavern. But you cannot jump across that cavern into the promise of God with intellect. It'll keep you here. You got to use faith to take you outside. You use faith to take you outside what is to inside what can be. And faith is such a requirement from God. For without faith, it is impossible to please Him. You can have faith and not understand. See, if you're not careful, you think having faith means, oh, I got it. I've had a lot of things that God has done for me. I still ain't got it. I don't, but He just said, well, I'm going to do this. Okay, I don't know how you're going to do it. But see, you don't want to wear a wart on your brain trying to figure out how it's going to happen. You're not hearing me yet. Okay. I need somebody who likes me. You like me? Can I just tell you this as kindly as I can? The issue has never been the what. The issue has always been the who. See, if you're not careful, the what will frustrate you. The what will drive you crazy. The what will make your brain have a seizure. But if you understand who promised the what's a piece of cake. I heard Him say it's not by might and it's not by power, but it's by my Spirit, saith the Lord. If you can understand who's promised you, the what's nothing. If you understand who is the Creator, the Sustainer of life, the Master of the universe, the King of glory, the great I am. If you understand the who, the what doesn't scare you. You got to hear me now. Now please forgive me, Rev, Pastor, whatever this is over here, okay? Forgive me, okay? But I'm going to get pretty close to things being rated X here, okay? But it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. You understand that Abraham and Sarah had tried to have children and weren't able to produce any. And he goes and has an affair with Hagar, and she produces it. And it's real easy. Why? Because Hagar is a servant of an Egyptians. And Egyptians can produce babies faster than promised people. Them Egyptians can pop them out like rabbits. But sometimes when you're a child of promise, it don't work that easy. And if you don't understand who's talking to you, your mistake will eventually mock your miracle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because Hagar and Ishmael start laughing. And Abe says, we got to get him out of here. And Sarah says, we got to get him out of here. Now you got to understand how impossible this situation was when this one being came up there, was God Himself. And He says, where is Sarah? He said, well, she's in the tent behind me. He said, I'm going to give you a miracle child of her. Well, now the mind always says, no, I've gone through the change of life. I'm not reproducing. I cannot give birth to babies. And it's like God says, I can override any system.
Right.
I'm not preaching any further till I hear somebody tell me something. I don't care what your diabetes says. I don't care what the cancer test says. I can override anything. I can reverse the curse. I can bring new life to you. I can fix anything that's wrong with you. I appreciate the skill and the medical ability of doctors, but doctors are not the last answer. I'm going for a second opinion. I'm going to somebody who can create eyeballs, who can resurrect kidneys, who can do all kinds of stuff. Woo! Woo! Stay with me. I'm going as fast as I can. This is so powerful. So he turns around and he walks and he says, I'm gonna give you a baby with, I'm gonna get crude. I'm gonna give you a bambino. I'm gonna give you a little bubala from Sarah. And Sarah's in the tent going, now, please forgive me, okay? I may not be coming back, okay? Watch. Sarah's in the tent. Now, I'm taking a guess. It ceased to be with her after the manner of a woman. Right, she's through the change of life. Fine. But there's something else. I don't think Abraham and Sarah are carrying on like they used to. I think when they go to bed at night, they're playing Uno. Your deal. They're not about ready to raise a family. When they went to bed at night, it was like some of us. See ya. See you in the morning. Okay, goodbye. You're not getting it yet. I'm flipping out. Abraham is 99 years old and Sarah is 90. Abraham is on a walker. They both eat at Cracker Barrel. Sarah is old. You're not getting it yet, okay. You see, God, in order to get Abraham to have faith, had to take him for a walk. That's what he has to do with us sometimes. He gets ready to give him some unbelievable promises, and he said, come here, Abe, let's go for a walk. You see, sometimes in order to get your faith moved and activated, he's got to take you alone by yourself and start talking to you. And he starts talking to Abraham. He said, hey, look at the heavens and count the stars if you can. I'll wait. And you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. And he says, you can't do it. There's too many stars. He said, come on, let's go over here. You see the sand by the seashore? So shall thy seed be. And God turns around and says to him what he's trying to tell us. Look, my promise will work at night and my promise will work at day. And I don't care how dark your nights get, you can look up and start counting them stars, and it's a token of my faithfulness. And during the day when you're struggling with something, just look at the sand, because I have given you a witness that your seed is going to be like the stars of heaven and like the sand by the seashore. Now, please forgive me, Rev. I'm not looking at you anymore, okay? I'm over here. I'm going to... People in the cheap seats. I'm going over here. You ready? Now he comes back from walking with God. And God has told him, I'm going to give you a miracle baby with the chick. Now you watch. See if I'm not... I'm old, but I'm not dead. And I see Abraham coming back from his walk with God. And this is my mind. He's coming back and he's going... Zippity-doo-dah. Zippity hey. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine coming my way. And when Sarah comes out of the tent, he goes, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? Want to mess around? He's thrown his walker away. He looks at Sarah and says, if you knew what I knew, we're going to have a baby. And Sarah's going, why? Now you're laughing at my expense, but you understand how impossible that was? 99 and 9. And God gives him a promise that I'm going to give you a miracle child from Sarah. I'm going to do something in your life that medically it's impossible. Intellectually it's impossible. It's never happened before. I wish you get the feeling like I'd like God to do something in my life that has never happened before. I'm personally believing that before the rapture takes place, we're going to see some stuff in the apostolic church that did not happen in the book of Acts. God is going to surpass himself. God is going to go beyond what history said. Woo! You can sit down. I'm going as fast as I can. So Sarah hears that she's going to have a miracle baby.